buongiorno. Have you ever had durian? Durian? It's amazing fruit. Now, it smells like a body. Well, it smells like a garbage, rotten flesh type of thing. That is absolutely amazing. Tastes like the sweetest custard, mixed with the most ripe banana ever. Consistency is, when it's perfectly ripe, it's very creamy, almost buttery, it's luscious. It's called the king of fruits for a reason, right? So anyway, so what a day today. I just got busy shopping, went out in the garden, then decided that my kitchen needed a good kind of cleaning or whatever. So I'm a bit late and I will have to go to work sometime, but I did some incredible shopping, so I wanted to show you a couple of things that I'm sure you never had the chance to see before. So one is this beautiful fresh pepper right here. You see it? Gorgeous fresh pepper. Now, I'm lucky because I work with people that come from all over the world. So I have people literally from all over the world. I have, of course, a couple of Italians with me, but I also have a Peruvian, I have Sri Lankan, I have Polish, I have Germans, I have Indians, I have Filipinos, I have lots of Eastern European, etc. And I can go on and on. I'm sure I'm forgetting. Oh, I have Irish, I have British, whatever. Anyway, I'm sure I'm forgetting some of them. All South Africans, and I can go on. And Africans, of course, from Kenya, from Malawi. I think that's it, pretty much. So, but anyway, the advantage of working with people from all over the world is that you get to taste things from all over the world, and you get to be gifted of beautiful things. So this is, as I said, fresh pepper, like it comes from a tree, straight from Sri Lanka, and it is amazing. So it's not the first time. Every time that somebody goes and come back, goes on vacation and come back, I'll ask them to bring me some. And then I have some fantastically dry that I actually had in my pepper mill later, and we're gonna use it. And the flavor, I promise you, it's like nothing else. So this is one, and this, my dearest, it's fresh cardamom. Yeah, fresh cardamom pods, but still in a plump, and before they dry. So they're really, I don't know if you can see it, I'm gonna try, see? I hope it's a focus, I doubt it though. My God, I never used it. This is the first. This is, again, they brought it to me from India, and I'm really wondering, how expressive it's gonna be, because normally this is very good when it's dry. Now, fresh, I mean, the flavor is there, but definitely is not as flavorful as the dried thing. So I think I'm gonna lay it out in one of my wooden tray, and I'm gonna lay it out in the sun, and I'm gonna let it dry and then use it, because this is something really special that I get, my hands on. So other than that, I went to the garden, got a little bit of tomatoes, very little today. We don't have much of a harvest. I got kale, which I already cleaned up and shredded. See my beautiful kale, ready, because I wanna have a salad. And then I was thinking what to do. So I got, as a gift from Sri Lanka, something else that I really like. So let me get it. Oh, I got pots, terracotta pots. Can you see? They're rounded because I normally cook on charcoal, right? But I got this and this one. And apparently they don't need to be put in water like we do with Italian terracotta pots. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use this one to make a beautiful blueberry and cranberry jam. Now, we try to do as much as we can, everything in the house. We're running out of jams, and normally I do it with whatever comes handy, really. I have beautiful chutney or jam made with dates and cardamom and ginger or whatever it is. Just to die for. But anyway, so I had cranberry, which I ended up not using at Christmas, so imagine how long they've been in my refrigerator. Not the very best. So, and I had blueberries that were really going, not so nice. So I decided to do that. But what we're gonna do is that I'm gonna do it kind of with a very Asian accent. So I'm gonna use jaggery or palm sugar. So let me open it up. This again this I got at the supermarket. Another thing being here in Bahrain is, in the Middle East in general anyway, is that, my God, the variety. They try to please everybody. So they have stuff that comes from India, from Sri Lanka, from Japan, from Italy, from you name it, right? From everywhere. So it's awesome. You find incredible things to play with. And this is a sugar. So yes, it's a sugar, but it's slightly less sugary. It has a lot of, let's say, quote-unquote debris, so it's less, it's not refined, obviously. Sugar is a little bit less and has a very specific flavor, which is what I like the most. So let me open it. Because normally I buy the cubes. They sell it in like big hunks of cubes, which are, this is the first time I'm gonna need a man. Oh, okay. And the sugar, so it caramelizes. Oh, there you go. 3/4, 3/4. There you go, so it's open now. Oh, amazing. So, solid. You know, I thought I was gonna save myself some work because instead of buying a big chunk that I have to grate and chop and whatever, this is exactly the same thing. So I'm not saving myself from anything. I have no idea how to do it. No clue. But I really wanna use it, so I'm gonna figure it out somewhat. I think I need to. Oh, okay, so inside is actually not so hard. That's, never put a knife in your mouth. Don't copy me. Oh my God. But the flavor is, okay, so let me tell you, the flavor is like caramel. Caramel, pure 100% caramel. Amazing. But the ingredients, it's 100% palm sugar, nothing else. Literally. Amazing. Anyway, okay, so let's take it out. Ooh. Because we're gonna need to weigh the, although I always do it kind of eyeballing it. I don't really measure too much because it's done for the house, so it's not meant to last forever. I don't add that much sugar, by the way. I want the flavor to be as natural as possible. Let me leave this out. So what I'm planning on doing is to put the berries in, right? And then I'm gonna use some fresh ginger, of course. So let me find another little knife. I'm gonna have to go get it. Got it already. So let me peel this ginger. And I'm gonna puree it afterward. Although I'm gonna puree kind of in a, rough way. I'm not gonna do too much of a fine job, not necessary. So here we go. This piece of ginger is not the best I've seen actually. So let me eliminate this part, doesn't look that great. But, it's so fragrant. Alright, so let me just cut it here. I think this is going to be more than enough. And then I'm going to chop it up roughly. So I'm going to use fresh ginger, I'm going to use jaggery or palm sugar, and I'm going to use, I think this is enough for the corn. So like a handful of, roughly chopped there. I think it's going to be enough. And I'm going to use fresh mint. I know I have fresh mint somewhere. I just need to find it. Where did I put it? Tap, tap, tap. Maybe I didn't take it out. Maybe I need to go get it again. Good question. No, I don't see it. Let me go get it. There it is. Alright. So, let me give it a quick rinse. Quick shake. That will do it. And then I'm just going to take probably, that's it, that's more than enough. So this is going to be mint, ginger, jaggery, and cranberry and blueberry jam. Compote, more than a jam, really, because I'm going to use very, 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 very little sugar, and it's more laborious than I really wanted, but anyway, it's coming out. All I need is to make sure that I put enough sugar, because after all it's going to be a jam. We use it for breakfast. So, okay, I have to really dig it out. But it's actually, I guess because it stays in a plastic thing, it doesn't dry out completely like it does when you buy the big chunks, and that's why they're so hard. So So it's already a good thing because it's gonna melt faster. I think one more big hunk of this glorious palm sugar, and I think I'll be happy because we can always add more as it goes along, okay? Nothing should go waste. All right. Now, I feel like I need to put at least that. So, there you go. So, I used, about a third. Looks like peanut butter, doesn't it? It's not peanut butter, I promise. All right, let me put it out. All right, so let's put it on the stove. Let me make room. So this goes here. I don't need that anymore. And we're gonna put it on the slow heat. There. Let me get one of my wooden spoons to put the sugar down. Okay. And that should do it. Did I throw? Yeah, of course. One out, back in. There you go. And we're going to forget about those. We're going to let them stay there because I want to do something that I really love and I haven't done forever. And because I have this lovely pot. So we're going to do something that in Italian is called brodetto di vasto. Okay? So Vasto is a beautiful city in Puglia, okay? You know the spur out of, Italy looks like a boot, right? So there is a spur literally coming out. Well, that is a gorgeous area of Italy, and I'm having a blank. Can you believe it? Gargano, that's how it's called. It's called Gargano. Oh my God, my mind still works. Okay, so Gargano. The city that I'm talking about, Vasto, is actually the largest city of that little spur in the region of Apulia. Sometimes I see it written. I don't know why we change names. I mean, no, I don't. Italian do not. We still use Puglia. But anything that goes in English becomes like Christophorus Columbus. Not really. It was Cristoforo Colombo. Anyway, whatever. Let's not go there. There is a lot of discussion about Cristoforo Colombo. Anyhow, so this is going, and I'm gonna have a sip of my coffee. Do you mind? I really need coffee. I had a very, very long day. And it's only the beginning of my day because it's not even noon and I'm gonna have to go to work very soon. Work meaning the restaurant. I call it work, but it's my life, Cheers. Nice coffee. I can hear, I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear it already going, and I guess something on the bottom popping. I hope it's not the pot cracking, because I heard pops. I hope it's the cranberry, or the sugar, or whatever else. Anyway, so I hope it's going to generate enough liquid for us not to do anything. So we're going to leave it there. I keep on saying we're going to leave it there and I keep on looking at it. Okay, so let's go back to the brodetto di vasto. Okay, brodetto di vasto, very simple. We need peppers. So, in order to do that, I'm going to get my beautiful basket. Okay, basket, peppers. Alright, it's actually very simple because it's tomato, and rather than use the big tomato, which traditionally we do use big tomato, I'm going to use these succulent, beautiful little suckers here. I'm just going to crush it with my hand when I put it in. But see how fast and simple this is. Alright, so we're going to start with olive oil. And I'm going to remove this thing because the damn thing comes out way too slow for my own good. Oh boy. I don't know, I have this idea. I go and I buy these things and they never work. See? See? This thing came out. And of course the stupid thing is still in there. The plastic thing, it got stuck. Okay, let's see if it works. Oh, still very slow, but better than without. Alright, so you know what? I'm going to keep it this way. Alrighty, so good amount of olive oil. Now it's going to go everywhere. I love this olive oil. It's really, really good. Already. So I got my herbs down in the corner. Let me get some basil. This is basil from my own garden. I'm just going to put some in because I want to create the basil with lots of flavor. Right? So basil there. I got some beautiful pink garlic. So I'm going to be generous with this. I'm going to take 3 cloves. Now, you know that people think Italian eat a lot of garlic. I'm an exception because it's not true. So, Traditionally, the Spaniards and the French eat a lot of garlic. Italian don't. But living abroad and eating with others, I just turned to love it. And I really, really, really do love it. And now if there is no garlic and no chili, it's like, it's no food, almost. Chili is also very good for you. Blood pressure is naturally disinfectant of the stomach, of the lining of the stomach. It's something that we all should use more. Okay, so big hunks of garlic. So I'm going to slice, I'm going to show it to you in a minute when I come close to the camera. And so, it's not a camera, it's actually my phone. Can you believe it how today those phones work? It's something totally amazing. Okay, so let me get a small little container so I can show you how I chop the garlic. Chop. I barely sliced it. There you go. So, quite big. See it? Quite big chunks, yeah? That's what I want. Alright, that goes in with the basil, remember? And now, we're gonna put, where's the kosher? It's gorgeous peppers. Absolutely stunning, aren't they? Okay, now, I'm gonna cut them up on the top. Okay, where the seeds poke out, and I'm gonna taste it to see the spiciness. Yeah, they're really spicy. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open it in half. I'm gonna use the little knife, and I'm gonna remove all this. I don't need to tell you, you probably know it all, but you know that the heat is actually in this part right here, and those little stems that actually are, so by removing this, we are removing 90% of the heat. We're gonna leave some because I like spicy, as I said, but I don't want it all. And then beat out, look, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm doing this, so all the seeds actually come out, okay? These go in whole. I don't need to chop them, I like to find them. I'm gonna remove the same way, and I'm gonna do the others as well, okay? So, now remember, when you work with chili peppers like those, remember, especially if you're working like I'm doing now, never to touch your face. Do not touch your eyes. Oh, and our gorgeous, oh, it's starting to boil. Ooh, yes. So the popping noise that I was hearing were indeed the cranberries. Oh my God. And let me show you. They're, ow, ow, ow. That is hot. I thought you didn't, but it's hot. See? And that's the jaggery right in the middle that is melting down. Can you guys see it? There? Yeah, it's melting. And it smells amazing. And the pot is hot. To be remembered next. Okay. There. And we leave it to do his own magic little thing. Okie dokie, let's go back to the chili peppers. Removing the center part of the chili peppers. I might cut this part off because I don't want to bore you. Chili pepper in. And this is it. Do you like spicy? Do you eat spicy? There you go. Perfect. Okay. Time to put our beautiful pot with garlic, basil, olive oil, and chili peppers on the stove. And there it goes. Right in the center. It's a nice big flame. Lower it down because we don't want it to go way too fast. Okay? And to save time, let me clear up a little bit because I hate working in a mess. So I'm just going to throw all these edible things that are going to go here. Everything that is organic or compostable, I go and I leave it in a little bowl, and then at the end of the day I take it out to my compost. You see what I've done here? It's a little wet piece of paper that I keep under my cutting board because it keeps my cutting board from sliding on a stainless steel top. So this is it. I'm actually collecting the seeds of these red chili peppers, and I'm going to dry them. See? I'm going to dry them, and I'm going to try to grow them next year. Already, this is cooking magnificently. So yeah, plenty of liquid. I'm talking about the cranberry and blueberry jam now. plenty of liquid, so I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna lower the heat a little bit. Amazing how these little pots work. I am so impressed. I'm lowering the heat now, and I'm gonna let it go low and slow. There you go. Fantastic. So that is going. This one is coming. Oh, it start to foaming. Sorry. It start to smoking, but I don't think it's a smoke. I soaked it a little bit in water, just because I didn't want to take any chance that the crock pot will, crack right in the middle of the recipe. And while that is doing that, I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna move those away. Oh, I want to show you the fish. So, I got this amazing fish at the market. Look at the color. Can you see it? It's almost transparent like glass. This is how you tell it is a beautiful fish. Isn't it gorgeous? Absolutely stunning. So, there you go. Okay, so this is the fish that we're going to cook in a minute. But, in the meanwhile, we can start. And all I'm going to do is this. And crush the tomato in here. Some are going to be easier, some are going to be a little bit harder because they're like, whoop! Okay, whoopsie. Maybe, I think better here than do it on the stove. It would be a disaster. Oh, and then it's frying, starting to fry quite nicely. I need to find another way to fix this foam thingy. Oh, shoot. Tomatoes are, they're popping, really they're popping everywhere. But the beautiful juices, I'm going to show you in a minute. And that's what I wanted. I wanted to collect the juice, because this is a very quick type of preparation. Basically, I need the peppers to become soft and the and flavor, of course, the olive oil with the basil and the garlic before I put the tomatoes. The fish goes in last. And it's very quick. So the fish can go the whole fillet, or you can cut chunks. That's entirely up to you. I normally cut chunks. It cooks more evenly, I found. Okay, because the fillet of fish is not all of the same thickness, as you know. Oh, gorgeous. Already. So, look, this is done, and you can see the beautiful juices that are collecting down there. See, that's what I wanted. So, now, I sprayed tomato everywhere, tomato juices everywhere. Let me take advantage of this and actually collect a little bit of the mess. Move it here, a little crab. I really hate to work in a dirty kitchen. So, by the way, did you notice my apron? Is it gonna go right? You're gonna see, right? It says, caution, I'm hot. Now, I wish. Actually, I am hot. What we're talking about here, I am super hot. I'm the hottest of the hottest. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll be happy with somewhat lukewarm. There you go. Yay, and this is going to tackle. Let me grab my best friend in the kitchen. And also, a wooden spoon. I want a shorter one. There you go. Wooden spoon. Now, I'm going to make you feel dizzy for a second because I want you to see what's happening in here. So I'm going to bring over the phone already. That's how it's perfectly frying at the moment. I don't know what I'm doing. I hope it's visible. There you go. I want them to get a bit softer before we add the tomatoes. And I also want the garlic. See, I want the garlic to get more flavor. Look at that basil. The beautiful little local basil that is frying and flavoring the oil in an amazing way. So these gorgeous little peppers. It's a very simple, very, very, very simple recipe. But I promise you, it's absolutely delicious. And see the tomatoes? You can see the tomato perfectly squeezed and all those juices. They are absolutely amazing. Hey, and while we're here, take a look at our jam. How gorgeous that is. Isn't she? It's foaming up the liquid. We're going to let her do it. Slowly, slowly.